See, it's the enemy's job to deceive you. It's his job to con you out of your destiny, out of the promises that God has told you that is destined for you. The enemy is the biggest con artist. He's the master con artist. And what he will do, he will present you things on a silver platter. He will present you people on a silver platter. But this is the time that you need to discern the times. This is the time you need to go to God and ask him for discernment of who's supposed to be in your life, what you're supposed to be doing. See, a lot of times we think that we don't look a certain way, we don't sound a certain way, we don't dress a certain way, that we can't be accepted. And that's a spirit of rejection that you holding on to, but you got to renounce that spirit of rejection. You got to know that you are royal and you peculiar, baby. You are different. You are not like everybody else. Don't look at other people's lives. Don't look at how other people out here shining. You shine too with your peculiar self. You got to shine with your different self. We are all unique, and you have to embrace who you are. You have to embrace who God created you to be. And whatever you are, whoever you are, however you look, God will multiply. God will allow you to shine in front of many men. He will let your light show shine. You got to just step into your confidence. You got to step into your courage. You got to know that you are bold as a lion, baby. And for my women, you are bold as a lioness. But you got to have courage within Christ. Because without Christ, baby, you're still walking timid. You're still walking in fear. Every spirit of the enemy is going to come and devour you. You got to stand up in boldness and confidence. Even if you don't feel it, you got to speak it. Because what comes out of the mouth, the heart speaks it. So it got to be in your heart. It got to be embedded in your heart. See, Jesus have to circumcise your heart. If you got a spirit of rejection, if you still holding on to that and you can't unforgive people who's rejected you, you cannot unforgive when your business didn't fail. You cannot. Who are you mad at? Evidently, it ain't your time. Who are you mad at? Are you mad at you, or are you mad at God, or are you mad at the people? You should be mad at Satan, baby, because you got to fight him. Listen, he's coming with vengeance. The enemy always comes with vengeance. He does not slack on those who are promised prosperity and abundance. He does not slack on the children of God, on the chosen ones. He ain't letting up. So with your faith, you can't let up either. With your courage, you can't let up either. Baby, with your confidence, you can't let up either. With your prayer and your worship, you cannot let up. Do you hear me? You got to be on the front line with your 5 smooth stones. Because with the Spirit of God, that's how David was able to knock down Goliath and then chop his head off. What is your Goliath? What is it that you need to knock down? What type of spirit is hindering you from believing that you can be all that God created you to be? That you can be who God said you are, that you are royal, you are above and not beneath, you are the head and not the tail, baby. You got to walk in leadership. You got to walk as you a leader. You got to speak as you are a leader, even if it's not manifested yet, even if you don't see it yet. See, you got to speak life into yourself. You got to speak life into your situation, whatever it is that you've been trying to do, your business, whatever it is that you've been trying to create, baby, and it haven't come to pass yet. It's been failing. God said, try again. A man falls down 7 times, but he get up 8. Listen to me. You got to keep going. You cannot fail. You cannot give up in this hour. You cannot let the enemy defeat you. That's his job. And your job is not to get your lick back with nobody. Your job is not to go head for head with nobody. Your job is not to treat people how they treat you. That's not the characteristics of a child of a king. You are royal. You got to walk with that mentality that you royal. Even if you ain't got your purple robe on yet, baby. Even if your crown is not even being shown yet, somebody see that crown. Even if you don't see the crown, somebody see that crown. You have a crown. You got a crown on the top of your head. So you got to walk with your head held high. You will not hold your head down in shame. You will not be living in shame again. You got to speak to yourself that I am wanted, I am peculiar, I am a praise in this earth, because God has people assigned just to you to come and encourage you, to come and help you, to come and lift you up, to come and invest in you. And I don't know what you up against. I don't know what mountain that may be in your way. I don't know what lack that you have in your hand that you just think that you cannot move forward. You cannot pursue what God said that's promised to you. But you got to tell that mountain, be ye removed. You got to let that mountain know that you coming through persevering. You got to let that mountain know that you're coming through protected, that you're coming through. You're coming to get what's yours. You got to let that mountain know to get out of your way. See, the mountain not going to move. Things is not going to come to you. Everything is not going to work out in your favor if you don't stand up to the mountain, if you don't stand up to the giant, if you don't stand up in spite of the lack that you see, in spite of whatever it is, whoever it is that's in your way, baby. You got to be the one to move. Do you hear me? You got to be the one to say, I will survive. I'm a survivor. You got to let that mountain know, baby, that with your feet, your feet is shod with the preparation of the gospel, that Jesus is a lamp unto your feet and a light unto your path. Do you hear me? It's time for you to get your mind right. You cannot be deceived any longer in this hour, in this year, because this is your year to thrive. You got to get your mind right. First, you got to get your prayer life up. You got to get connected and closer to God, to hear and understand and know what He has for you. That's why I created a 21-day journal that will help you persevere. This one ain't not nice. That will help you get your mind right. That will help you be in a posture and in a position in order to receive your promise. Download the free 21-day guide. I also have an entrepreneur wealth freedom guide, baby, with a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom that's going to help you entrepreneurs if you're trying to start your own business, if you already have your own business and you're stuck and you're stagnant. I have prayers in my guides. I have affirmations. My guides is full of knowledge. Download, click the link in my description so you can get started now. You must invest in yourself. For number one, with the word of God, you must invest in yourself, because God's word said it is alive. If you would just speak the word, if you would just pray, if you would just worship, if you would just follow the path that He's trying to put you on. You got to invest in yourself. You got to invest in yourself with money. You got to invest in yourself with time. You got to invest in yourself with education. Now is the time. Stop putting off tomorrow what God is trying to do today. Invest in these guys. Invest in yourself. $5, $10, $25. 25 is the year to thrive. This year, 2025, you shall not fail again. You shall not be defeated, but you are going to win. You are going to win and get restored in every area of your life. Do you understand how YouTube is working? God is going against the algorithm. There's small creators out here that's blowing up on YouTube. There is digital wealth that's being circulated. Do you understand? None of this can't happen without God, because people are stepping into their purpose. It's time for you to step into what God created you to be and to do. It's time to escape the 9-to-5 trap. If it's stressing you out and you just hate to go, you hate to get up, you hate to go see the people, you hate to go to the meetings, God is saying He has something else for you to do. It's time for you to step into your calling. This is not a time that God is playing. I keep telling y'all, 2025 is the year of celebration, the year of recompense, the year of restoration. God is raising up His children to get their wealth this season in order for them to have it for generations to come. God is restoring everything that was lost from your previous generations, everything that you lost. It's time to get it all back, baby. And it's time to get your mind right. I also have an ebook entitled Your Mind is on the Line. That's how the enemy deceives you. That's how the mountains that's in your way deceive you. The lack, the procrastination, the fear, everything that is not of God is deceiving you and is in your mind, baby. You cannot believe what your mind is telling you if it's the opposite of what God is saying. Self-care with God is the best self-care that you can ever do for yourself. It's time for yourself to grow and be abundant and receive your blessings from heaven. See you next video. I love you. Bye.